Hello everyone, this is Avcoor with some Final Fantasy Ever Crisis content. I want to go through the updates for March 21st because there's some good stuff in here and there's actually some good information that F2P players can utilize. They'll make their run a little easier because if you wanted to start a new account, this is pretty much the time to do it. And let me explain why. First, this is one of the best things I've seen in a long time. So let's look at the rewards that we got. When I looked at this, I was very satisfied. But if you're a free-to-play player, this is really good. This is super good. I can't express how that's wonderful. And I would like to thank the devs for being so generous in this game. If there was ever a reason for you to invest and spend time into Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, it's for the simple fact that they give away a lot of free blank. It's just amazing how generous this game is. So, like I said, if you want to start a new account, this is the time to do it. So let's keep going. And notices. We'll take about a couple of minutes to go through the notices piece by piece. So first, I want to talk about the returning of the Crisis Dungeons, which is super important for me because I do run a free-to-play account. So understand that this is not for older players because you cannot redo the content. But for newer players, people who started on Steam, this is really good. Like the power scaling is not so bad. Like my free-to-play account is 138,000. So I can clear at least like Mako Reactor 1, I definitely can do. And I can definitely do Patapili Sea Cave, so that's really good. And understand that we need this because of the crisis medals. Because if you really want to build a F2P account, you're going to need these breaches. And they cost a whopping 1,000 crisis medals. And they're hard to get in the early account, so this is really good. So that'll help a lot of players get those fire breaches, those lightning breaches. That will really help them clear some content because they're very valuable free-to-play material. So let's go on again. So Knights of Judgment is really good. This is a really good piece of content that they added. For the simple fact is that this is not using any new resources. So if you actually had stuff saved over, you cleared out everything and you had extra, this is really good. But also understand that Silver Will 2 allows like free-to-play players to actually OB10 these free-to-play weapons without having to clear the hard bosses, because I myself haven't had the time to clear the bosses yet. So what you would like to do is actually get the one that will start your weapon off, get the 9, so you only have one OB to max it out to get it to OB10, and you just come here and start spinning your horseshoes and you'll actually get a very easy OB10 free-to-play weapon, which is pretty good because the bosses, if you're starting out, they're pretty difficult. The free gacha tickets are really nice, but more importantly, these are the prize. If you're a free-to-play player, these are a big prize. It helps you build your memory stream and it makes you really strong. This is also good. All of this is good. Every bit that you can get out of this is really good. So this is a big help and I'm glad that they did this. I'm very satisfied with this. More so than I am with the new banner. I'm really satisfied with all the free stuff that they have handed out because that's a really big help. So Crystal Boost Pack, I'll talk about that later. So I'll actually talk about this later. So when it comes to the Sephiroth Zack limit break draw, in my personal opinion, if you're a free-to-play player, it's kind of best to stay away from the limit break banners because they're limited. You're trying to OB10 like a Murasame or a Sky Splitter or an Edge Wings, because that will help you clear the content that's in your face as opposed to the later content that the limit break weapons are designed to help you clear, because limit break weapons are for older and more like developed accounts. I just wouldn't advise you guys in order to invest your resources into that. Edge Wings, Murasame, Tifa's Christmas Glove, those are the weapons you really need to save up for. And any new Arcanum costume that comes out. The Arcanum costumes in this are really good, but just wait. It's safer that way. So let's go to shop. And I'll end the video showing you some of my plans on what I did. So I thought that the Crystal Boost Pack C was really awesome. This is a very good deal for what I'm trying to do, because it gives you 10,000 red crystals, but it also nets you 5,400 blue crystals, which is really good. These anniversary packs are really, really good. This one to me stood out the most because not only are you getting a free golden ticket, 20 Sephiroth tickets, but you're getting 100 weapon parts for a mere 3,000 red crystals. I thought that was really nice. Really, really nice. Another, one that I'm actually really interested in is this. For the simple fact, I don't see another way for you to get these because I just haven't seen it. Sorry. So I think this is super important. I'll probably try to get that next week or so. So here, I actually bought this because it netted you 10 gacha tickets and 2 golds. I did this for the guaranteed weapon voucher. And of course I spent that because I wanted more Sephiroth weapon parts, so I thought these were really good deals. But depending on the character that you like to play, these are all solid deals. I'm not really a big fan of this one though. There's better deals in the shop. This just wasn't one for me. So the double summon launch, I thought this was a killer deal, but I really needed to get the guaranteed weapon voucher, so that's what I went for. But this is actually a solid deal. The last thing I would like to talk about is Sephiroth and Zack. So Sephiroth and Zack have this amazing weapon exclusive. Like you spend 1,500 red crystals and you're guaranteed to get either one of their weapons. And understand that Zack and Sephiroth are very potent heroes, so whatever weapon you get for these guys are really going to take you pretty far. I think Sephiroth more so than Zack. Like we had the Glenn and Cloud banner. Glenn is a little weaker than Zack because Zack came with some really nice weapons. And I know the argument is to say that Glenn has his new limit break weapon, but you can't draw that from this. So that's a big hit, but this is still really good. Really nice bang for your buck. Let's hit this, and I'll tell you one more thing that some free-to-play players need to understand, because this is a really good time for you to start your account, or it's a really good time to invest into your account. There's some really good stuff happening, and I'm really excited about the game. I'm surprised they did all this, but I'm really, really happy that they did, because it benefits a lot of people and it keeps people interested. I know people have complaints about the game, but when they're handing out free stuff like this, it's hard to argue. So that's that. And it kind of doesn't matter because it was free. It doesn't really hurt me that. Oh wow. Oh, that's a good sign there. That's a good sign there, buddy. I really want that. Alright, the last thing I'll talk about with Zack and Sephiroth is, let's go here. Let's go to solo content. Let's go to enhancement and let's look at this. This is super important. I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but the fact that you can increase your experience by 200% for Zach and Sephiroth is super important. On my free to play account, I did this for Cloud and Glenn. And understand that Cloud, Glenn, Zach, and Sephiroth are necessary characters in order to clear story content. And as a newer player, your goal is to clear story content. And these four characters at higher levels will actually carry your weaker players. So if you have the time, try to set a goal for level 50 for Zack and Sephiroth, and you'll be surprised how much content you clear. So don't get scared, get excited, man, because it's really easy, right, to really build your account based on all the stuff they're offering you. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, share, subscribe button, and tell me what you plan to do with your account based on the resources that we were given. What direction are you taking it in? But anyways, have a great day and laters.